to get in order to counteract Pikachu, I feel like it's definitely difficult on a stage like Smashville because it's, again, like I said, it's a small stage, a stage where you can kill very early, and you don't really have a lot of room to work with on Smashville, so you're going to constantly be up in each other's face. Let's see how this works out for both of these players. As G-XTREME, right off the bat, getting in there and getting these back airs off can help him out.
Oh, here you go, big damage coming right out the gate. John Numbers trying to make his way back. Oh, big up tilt in the nair loops there too. Up airs, there we go. John Numbers trying to get back. Sitting there off stage, G-XTREME. We saw what happened in the other sets, dude.
Oh.
Or see, he has the goal to go off the stage. He has the thing to go off. He's going for it right now.
Yeah, I mean, G-XTREME, again, is not letting up, and this is exactly what I was talking about. G-XTREME needs to play super, super aggressive, not let John Numbers go to ledge and, you know, force him to be in a position that where he doesn't want to be in. And right now, like we're seeing John Numbers stay center stage a lot, but the moment that he has, you know, the ledge to himself, he's gonna take it and try to set up a soccer ball.
Oh, trying to get back on with the what's there too. Oh, that spot dodge doing ever favors. Back air coming on. G-XTREME calling out with the thunder there, catching an aggressive jump from John Numbers. Now turning, avoiding the air dodge there too. G-XTREME coming on with the T-jump there, catching the jump there again. John Numbers getting really too comfortable jumping, using the jumps around these the platform here.
Oh, that's not going to kill. Very good stuff right there from John Numbers to be able to recover, but doesn't really have deep breathing on deck right now. And this is where G-XTREME is going to benefit a lot. Having John Numbers, you know, on the ropes right now, as John Numbers finally finds the F-tilt to keep himself space. This really is just a matchup about space. If you can keep your space away from each other and just get your setups, it's so difficult for each other to counteract.
There you go, grab coming out there again. Big forward throw, gonna go through that. Whoa, with the quick attack, going so deep. Nice tech there on the soccer ball. G-XTREME still trying to close it out. John Numbers at max rage, trying to close the stock out as soon as possible.
Oh, that might be it.
Big grab, the back throw. Not gonna do it just yet there either. Soccer ball online, deep breathing, big parry there, and the F-tilt is going to do it for G-XTREME.
Yeah, both players are struggling to kill right there, and you know, despite being a close quarters stage, when you can't find the kill and you're allowing your opponent to continuously rack up the damage, like you saw, G-XTREME had a very, very solid lead, but the moment that he couldn't find the kill and he was panicking to find that option, John Numbers made the most out of it, got as much percentage off, and he's basically brought this back to even. But there you go, the T-jolt's playing a very big part in this matchup as G-XTREME constantly applies pressure onto John Numbers.
Oh yeah, like you said too, like, of course, you know, so much pressure on, going so deep out there, trying to match this Pikachu's energy. They're both just going blow for blow, so deep off stage. Now hitting with that T-jaw out there too, going so deep out there, avoiding that with the quick attack. Low hit of that F smash is going to connect. But G-XTREME, again, playing so well under this ledge. Yeah,
and it's forcing John Numbers to, you know, stay on ledge, hold on to it. When he can't, oh my god, what happened there? That spike gonna take that stock from John Numbers. But yeah, I mean, G-XTREME, like you said before, is forcing John Numbers to match up with an energy that definitely doesn't really benefit Wii Fit too much. And you know, despite him having a change in mobility courtesy of deep breathing, it's the fact that G-XTREME is able to play around it so well, using T-Jelts to his advantage. And again, forcing John Numbers off stage, chipping away at his percentage. I mean, G-XTREME is looking, again, very hot in this match. Good tech
nice
once
tech
again.
there. Call out there again, G-XTREME coming back on with forward air. Yeah, like, you know, G-XTREME doing a really good job of keeping John Numbers uncomfortable. Of course, John Numbers immediately coming back on with the Sun Salutation. John Numbers been sitting off, of course, he's been finding a lot, sitting on the ledge, but also he's giving a lot to G-XTREME. Like, the small damage is racking up under the ledge, and now like, the game has been just barely in G-XTREME's favor the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, John Numbers is cutting it super, super close against G-XTREME, and you know, despite G-XTREME getting, you know, one combo off and bringing John Numbers to like high 60s percentages, John Numbers again plays patiently despite getting constantly pressured. You know, trying as G-XTREME constantly tries to choke out John Numbers. It's like John Numbers still fighting back to the best of his ability. Does not get hit by that down air. Good stuff from John Numbers to avoid that. But right now, G-XTREME with this lead looking very, very good right now. Oh, the jab lock! Huge damage right there.
Nice jab like this from John Numbers, keeping the pressure on the shield there too. Tunjo coming out, catching the jump there again from under the ledge. Up smash not going to connect there out of shield. G-XTREME still keeping that pressure on the ledge. Ledge trap, deep breathing online there as well.
Yeah, and it's looking like a lot of desperation from both of these players as John Numbers is trying to find one opening while G-XTREME is trying to find this kill, trying to get John Numbers off stage and then go for an edge guard, as G-XTREME does very, very well. And you can see that T-Jolt coming in clutch once again, not only deflecting the soccer ball, but putting John Numbers in a bad position to get hit by that down smash and losing that first game. Good stuff from G-XTREME right there to basically just control that match. Just in general, G-XTREME did a very good job of doing that. John Numbers had almost no answer to that. He did very well, but at the end of that game, G-XTREME just had everything held down perfectly.
Yeah, very good stuff to G-XTREME for closing that out there too. And just the thing, man, like John Numbers, like I said earlier, just he plays his game natively towards the ledge, right? Yeah. Plays very patiently, sets up most of his stuff off stage there. But G-XTREME, man, we're seeing how he also does the same thing. Instead of sitting under the ledge, he sits just on top of the ledge.
Yeah.
And those thunder jolts is getting the damage up slowly but surely. The second you get back on the stage, this has those fadeaway aerials to keep it so close.
Speaking of fadeaway arrows, you saw it right from the beginning. As whoa, interesting interaction right there. As G-XTREME trying to find a way to knock off that stock super early. Again, trying to get into the mindset of John Numbers. When you take stocks off early, it definitely does something to your opposition.
Oh, there we go. Quick attack coming on there too. Big up air. John Numbers coming, throwing it back there with the dash tag. Getting really aggressive off stage. No punish there from G-XTREME, fighting back on there. The quick attack too, looking to find more damage.
Yeah.
Border comes out from G-XTREME as well. Big T-Jolt getting that deep breathing up just barely.
And G-XTREME is playing it very patiently right now, trying to, dial it back on his aggressiveness, and it's working out very well because John Numbers, like we talked about how his zone is the ledge, how he has the D to the ledge, but if G-XTREME constantly, prevents John Numbers from having the ledge to himself with the T-Jolt, it's super difficult for John Numbers to play the game like how we know him to play the game. It's super, super difficult. As you see right there, John Numbers constantly getting peppered by the T-Jolt as he tries to recover.
Yep, catching that jump there again with a forward air. John Numbers just getting really antsy here, trying to find a stock. That Trump in the back here, still not going to take it. John Numbers just absolutely struggling, finally getting that deep breathing up. Get dropped down forward air. Just avoiding it so earlier against Action John, but now struggling because G-XTREME, the movement from this Pikachu just so alert and knowing exactly where John Numbers wants to go down and just having that same spot where he gets comfortable.
And I mean, John Numbers right now stocked down, and G-XTREME not letting up again, just holding it down the zone, basically just keeping it away from John Numbers as much as possible. And when he does, he gets so much damage off of it. As you can see, 55% already dealt onto John Numbers' second stock. Gets a deep breathing. And I mean, if we know anything about deep breathing, it can take stock super, super early. All you need is that one conversion, and it's over. But I love how G-XTREME is not letting that happen. He's waiting out deep breathing, and just, when it's gone, he approaches immediately. I love that switch of plays.
Now back here comes out again. G-XTREME still keeping the pressure up. John Numbers trying to find any way, anyhow to get back into this game. Looking for, like, he literally can't find an opening because the one thing that we feel really struggling with here is catching this Pikachu. Pikachu is constantly on the other side of the stage, looking just to whiff punish John Numbers, and like it's working. No aggression needed when all you have to do is whiff punish this guy on ledge.
Yep. Oh my God. I mean, he had the right idea, but again, amazing tech from G-XTREME. He's playing this super, super well and trying to utilize the lingering hitbox of the forward smash. Not going to get much off, again, going for these edge guards. And I love how deep G-XTREME goes for these. Despite, not hitting a lot, adds a lot of additional pressure for John Numbers and finally takes that stock off, something that he absolutely needed to get back into this game. Huge damage, 48% right off the bat.
John Numbers bringing that back. Good stuff there. Now G-XTREME looking to fight it back there, too.
Ooh, that T-Jolt actually saving John Numbers there because I saw John Numbers go for an air dodge, and then the T-Jolt just saved.
Calling him out there, landing with the thunder. Now G-XTREME still sitting here, finally getting hit with that up air on the back hit again. G-XTREME just catching these constant jumps from ledge from John Numbers, getting way too comfortable throwing out these options.
Yeah, and I mean, the moment that G-XTREME gets one hit off, the amount of damage that he can output with this character is crazy. It's so difficult for a lot of players to come back from that. As you can see, G-XTREME is very close to, again, lapping the percentages off on John Numbers. And this is looking very difficult for John Numbers right now. He's on the ropes. He almost took that soccer ball with the back air, but finally gets it with that soccer ball. Forget everything I said about this not being close. John Numbers brings it back immediately with the perfect edge guard.
Good stuff there to John Numbers. Now bringing to the last stock scenario, catching. Oh, the aggressive recoveries there from G-XTREME. Now the tables have been turned. Him sitting there at the ledge, definitely realizing that he needs to, instead of playing in his own bubble, needs to call out G-XTREME for trying to find the punishes of his own. We're seeing that there again, trying to find a ledge trump. Finding that back air there again, too. Oh, no tech there on the soccer ball. Finding the grab. John Numbers looking like a new man right now.
Yeah, I think once John Numbers realizes what kind of gameplay he had to go for, maybe G-XTREME looking for another down. Oh, but no tech.
Wow.
The adaptation from John Numbers right there in that second game definitely shows you why John Numbers is such a threat in New York. I mean, the fact that he was in a very, very bad situation, and for him to bring it back, like you said before, he was just able to like get G-XTREME out of his zone and being able to punish him for it. He almost took that game. It was very, very close, that second game.
Yeah, very good stuff to him. Now we're going into this game 3, still sticking to Smashville here. Both these players, we're seeing the adaptations of John Numbers towards the end there, so I definitely feel like we're going to be looking a lot better going into this game 3. Definitely realizing that, like, yeah, we can still play towards the ledge instead of you gotta catch G-XTREME when he goes off stage with the punch. Like, we see that coming out on the forward air, but G-XTREME still has the combos of his own to keep the pressure up here.
Yeah, it's the fact that G-XTREME is able to just constantly carry you on with these combos. Like you saw those up airs, he was just bringing John Numbers down closer and closer to the blast zone, but then of course forced to come back on the stage. G-XTREME's combos have been very, very consistent, and that's been helping him out so much against a lot of his opponents right now. And as you can see, there's another combo trying to get that Nair loop off as John Numbers tries to find a forward air, tries to find an aerial to force G-XTREME once again to go for a tech situation on stage. He needs to take off these stocks sooner, or else this is looking very, very good for G-XTREME. And the drag down with that back air, the footstool.
Big tech there, getting hit with that quick attack. Down there, down throw comes up into a down air. Now trying to keep that up. Down throw comes out there too. G-XTREME and the pressure up from John Numbers. John Numbers, again, opting for more of the aggressive game this time, making him fare a lot better against G-XTREME, especially how he's catching a lot of those jumps from ledge, getting the drag downs there too. G-XTREME looking to find the punish there, but not going to find that one just yet either. The fade back from John Numbers looking fantastic, but still going to get caught with that forward smash.
Yeah, huge F smash right there from G-XTREME. Maintaining the lead, that's been very important in this matchup for G-XTREME. Just shows why he's just doing so well. His ability to keep his lead at all times, and even if he's down, by a few percentages, just bringing it back immediately. That's what Pikachu can do, and he's doing it super, super well.
Oh, trying to get back on there. Nice back air. Once again, the back air change coming out. G-XTREME with the spike at 24%. Baby. Explosive stock from this Pikachu. And G-XTREME looking to run away with a 3-0 victory. Oh my God.
He is showing that he's not, afraid to go off stage, go for a little bit of cheese. Because, I mean, if you can cheese yourself a stock out, it's definitely worth it. Oh my God, another down air. Looking for a double dunk. Not going to connect it. As John Numbers is able to come back on the stage on the other side.
Oh, gotta be careful here.
Look at this aggression coming out from G-XTREME. I mean, he's hella comfortable right now. You can see it in the way that he's playing. But John Numbers answers back with another with a spike of his own.
Big punish there once again. Now John Numbers is 70% down, 2 stocks to 1. Definitely not impossible the way G-XTREME is doing it. Keeping insane pressure, throwing out the tons of control again. Casting jump there from John Numbers. Just struggling to get back on the stage, getting really comfortable, he's getting stuck in these same habits over and over. G-XTREME is here, finding these same punches when he can.
Yeah, I mean, you can see right there that John Numbers is just trying to, get back on the ledge. G-XTREME not letting that happen whatsoever. Constant pressure with T-Jolts, trying to go for a lot of his hitboxes. Goes for an up smash, got the read, but got the weak hitbox, but that dash attack gonna do the trick. And G-XTREME with an absolutely amazing set right there. Well played from both players. But G-XTREME taking that in a very, very solid 3-0. We've been seeing a lot of 3-0s in our sets today.
Yeah, very good stuff too. G-XTREME there to close that out. Again, just doing the exact thing that he needed to, right? Like the thing that about John Numbers, you look at him, you're like, oh my God, he sits on ledge all game. He just keeps sitting there and playing on ledge. Like, people got to stop letting him do this.
Yeah.
G-XTREME opting for that perfectly too. The way that he was able to play around that and just catching, like the way that John Numbers tried to adapt, right, is like maybe throw more of those aggressive options off the ledge and getting more out of his comfort zone. And G-XTREME catching that instantly, like saying, okay, you're going to come on with the forward air, you're going to come with the side special. I have the exact punishes needed to deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, that was, again, amazing gameplay from G-XTREME. Like you said before, he had the gameplay of John Numbers down to a T. And having that, you know, having that in the back of your head, you're just able to play your game the way that you want to. And again, it's the fact that G-XTREME was able to dictate the pace of the game and just dictate, you know, who